The day I graduated college in 2005, I decided to start a rental company. It took a few years until it became successful enough to be my full-time job, but now it's all I do. My hope is to help you by sharing my knowledge.
A few things, kind of random video, a few bunch of things put in together. First thing is I have come up with a list of all of the best rental programs, because when you first start out, a notebook and paper is fine, or an Excel sheet, or just an agenda to planning. But once you start getting lots of stuff, you're going to start losing track of what you have out, and you don't want to overbook, because then you got to spend money or you got to sub rent, and it's just you're not making much income on things if you got to sub rent, and you're losing a lot of money if you got to go buy the things. However, with that being said, that's how I got to where I am. I was using an Excel sheet, and I was overbooking constantly, and I was just in the mindset, like, whatever, I'll buy it, it'll be for the future. And it was, but, sometimes you just don't have the capital to be overbooking and having to buy things. So anyways, it's going to be on my Patreon page. I think it's $3 a month to, say, you like me, and you have access to all the lists on Patreon. I just put one up about a week ago, all the linen companies around the country that you can sub-rent your linens from, so you can offer your customers any color, any size, whatever. You make about I make 30% profit with my pricing. Someone said that they make about 20% profit. So you don't have to actually own linens, but you can offer them and book those big jobs because you have the tent, tables, chairs, everything, but you're missing the linens. Well, now you don't need to be missing the linens. There's a whole bunch of linen companies across the country that I put on the Patreon, and I'm updating it right now to put the rental programs on there. And then beyond that, at my company, we scare each other a lot. So I'm going to make like a compilation video of all the scares. And then I got a quick video. Maybe it's not quick. I forgot how long it is. But anyways, YouTube subscriber, I was talking to him through YouTube comments, and he has an unfortunate situation that has arisen. So here is that. This video is about taking your customers' credit card information so that in the future, if they destroy something or they're not paying or something just happens where you need money from them, you have it. But first, some good news. I just went to the post office and had something from my workers' comp insurance, which is the New York State Insurance Fund. And I always hate seeing that because I know I'm just going to open it and it's going to be the bill. But actually, it was something good for a change. I haven't had any claims since I implemented the workers' comp policy, so my workers' comp rate has decreased by 10.4%, which isn't a lot, but it's something. It's good. So my rate per person that puts up a tent dropped down to $14.62. So for every $100 that I pay, now I only got to pay $14.62 in insurance, which, like I said, doesn't seem like a lot, but over the course of a year, it definitely saves a lot. So I'm excited about that. But anyways, keeping credit card information. We didn't keep credit card information until actually this past year, because when I set up my credit card processing, my representative said it's not a good idea to keep credit card information on file. So I just never did. Someone paid with a credit card, we would run it and then get rid of it. However, over the years, there's some people who just don't want to pay, or you can't track them down, or they destroyed something of yours, or any sort of reason that you need money from them because they did something or they're not paying. And then another example, someone just commented the other night, I won't say his name in case he doesn't want me to, but he dropped all his equipment off at an event venue for a customer who was renting it. The event venue was not renting it. I guess the customer, maybe someone at the party took something from the event venue, or the event venue owner thinks they did, and he's demanding $300 for replacement of that equipment. The customer who rented the event venue is not paying it. So the event venue owner is holding the rental company's stuff and saying that he's going to have to pay it, which is ridiculous. That is not the equipment of, the event venue's client. that is a third party's equipment. And so, but this guy has no choice. He's got to get this equipment out. The police won't handle it, and a lawyer is going to cost way more than $300. So he's going to have to pay the $300, and he's got no way to get that from the customer because they're being jerks about it to both him and the event venue owner, which is bullshit anyways. The event venue owner needs to understand that the rental company guy is just a guy. He's just like you and me. He's not a corporation. He's just trying to make it day by day, week by week, trying to get him money, trying to pay bills. Meanwhile, the venue owner is just being a dick about it. Like, come on. It's not the rental company's fault that stuff went missing. Give him back his equipment. Like, you're going to create a bad name for yourself. Other rental companies are just not going to want to go there because of you. But anyways, if he had his credit card information, then he could just run the $300 and be done with it. Now, right now, we keep credit card information. If someone paid with credit card, we keep that information so that in the future we can just run their credit card for the balance that they have left or anything. We have not gotten into keeping a card for every single person, but we will implement that shortly. Now, the reason why I decided to do this was because my rental program can store credit cards securely. I didn't want to store them in Word or in paper documents or anything just for security reasons. But my rental program can now save credit card information, so now we keep it. And shortly, we will start taking a credit card from everyone. Even if they're paying cash or check, there still needs to be a credit card on file. And we'll let them understand that this is for any losses or anything that we need to collect from you. So if you're just starting out, it's a good idea just to start out with the system, because like I said, we're just doing it 14, 15 years into it. Never had a problem. It seems like the larger you get, the more people want to screw with you. So that's just my advice today. Keep credit card information to cover your back. Now, some states do require that the customer signs a credit card authorization, and you have to list off the things that you might charge for in the future. So you may have to have them sign that before you can run a credit card for losses and non-payment. But there's always a risk of that credit card just being fake or canceled or just doesn't work. So for larger things, I would suggest getting 2 credit cards, so if one bounces, you can run the other. It's not a perfect system because people will swindle you. They'll give you not fake credit cards, but old credit card numbers or expired credit cards, or they'll just try to swindle you. But it's better than nothing. So that's why I suggest save your credit card information to save your ass. Thanks for watching.
So, right, just a kind of mishmash of videos. Look forward to all the scares, because we scare each other a lot. There's this one kid who just falls asleep in the truck all the time, and I'm going to try to get him really good. They got me good the other day. I walked in the warehouse, walked over to the office, and there's this little wall, and a guy popped out at me and got me real good, but no one was filming it. But yeah, so I'll probably just do a big compilation of them, because it's fun, and I'll put them in videos here and there. And again, that Patreon, I'm going to be putting lists out. After this rental program list, I'm going to put a list out of the major tent manufacturers and then the economy tent manufacturers, because it's not bad to buy economy when you first begin. You'll get 3 years out of the tent and then sell it used on Craigslist or Facebook. So I'll have a list of the major commercial grade awesome tent manufacturers, and with that will be the economy tent manufacturers. Thanks for watching.